welcome to Late Night with Bridget and Holly. I'm your host, Bridget.
And I'm your host, Holly.
And y'all, tonight we're going to be discussing negative people. We've all had to deal with them. But first, before we do, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell here on YouTube. And anywhere you listen to your podcast, we are there. If we're not, hit us up at Bridget and Holly at gmail.com and let us know, and we'll make sure to put us on there. Now, we're available every Tuesday and Friday at 11 p.m. And we have some bonus episodes, so make sure you tune in and listen to those. Now, we're going to discuss negative people because we've all had to deal with them, whether it be at work, whether it be on social media, whether it be within our friends and family circle. So I'm going to ask you, Holly, how was your day?
It was good. I just worked a little bit and came home, cooked some dinner, and now we podcasting. What about yours? How'd your day go today?
It's been really good. I've been productive myself. I washed my sheets and gave Ruger a bath. I always wash him on sheet washing day and straightened up a little bit, did some promo videos, and now I'm podcasting with you, and it's my favorite part of the day, too.
Me too, girl. I'll be looking forward to it every time. Every time.
But today we're going to discuss negative people, and I'm just going to ask you, have you ever had to deal with anybody negative?
I have. I have dealt with family members, co-workers, friends, and I have seen friends and family members get attacked, by other people being negative towards them. And it's a really, really vicious cycle. And I don't think it's ever going to stop, to be honest with you.
I agree. So, do you think you're a negative person, or would you label yourself negative or positive?
I would definitely label myself as positive. I try to see the best in everything with everybody. And if somebody is feeling down, I try my best to lift them up.
I
You,
agree.
though, would you, before you answer, I know off the bat that you definitely are positive because when I have my moments of weakness, you're there for me, lifting me up. And so, but is that what you would say for yourself, that you're a
Oh yeah,
positive person?
yeah, definitely. And like I said, not only am I positive, but I'm like to the point that I'm a devil's advocate. So let's say, for instance, you're doing something that, most people would automatically jump to the thing. Like, let's say I hadn't heard, I'll give you an example. Like this was a you thing the other week. If you hadn't heard from me all day, the first thing you go to is, oh no, I hope she's not mad. I hope she's not upset. And I automatically say, oh, they're just busy. Oh, it's just something's come up. I don't think
Right.
of the negative of it. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
always playing devil's advocate. Even sometimes to the degree that I shouldn't be. Like I should be faulting people for stuff, and I don't. I'm always making an excuse for them. So
Yeah.
I
And
definitely
it's
try to
hard
see.
not to, is it,
Yeah,
because you don't want to think the worst, because most of mine too, like if I don't hear from her, y'all, besides that, I'll be like, God, I hope she's okay. God, I wonder if she's all right. And then
right.
for that split second, I want to text Cece and be like, have you talked to your mom because she's home alone during the week? And I'm like, was she fell off the bed, or was she fell in the shower, or slipped in the tub, or something? So, and I did that with my mom, and I noticed I do that with you, and I don't mean to, but my mind automatically goes to the worst thing when
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear. So, like, I'm positive, but I think negative when I'm like scared, if that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. But I'm
Yeah.
positive
So you
towards
think
people.
I think everybody deals with positivity and negativity in their life, but I think you could have a positive person that has negative thoughts sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I would probably say that about me because of the worrying would be. I'm more of a worrier, I guess you would say,
Right.
positive and a little bit of a worry wart.
Right, right. And you had even said when you get like when you go for like your blood test, you're always thinking, God, I hope it's okay. I hope it's da da da.
I know I
And I
drove you
think that's
crazy the other night.
no, no, you didn't. But I think that's normal too. I think sometimes I think like that. Like let's say for instance, I was going for a really important job interview. I might sit there and bite my nails and go, Oh my God, I hope I get it, I hope I get it. But I think that's normal. I think dealing with negative people is people that just always see the worst in everything and everybody
Yeah,
and
and
every
just shit on
situation.
you.
Yeah, yeah. So I will tell y'all some signs that you're dealing with a negative person. Just what this way you'll know. Negativity is a pattern, first of all. I'm gonna tell y'all that. But and the negativity, it never accomplishes much. If you approach things with a negative mind, you are not going to accomplish very much in your life.
No, you
Okay.
won't.
Um, so if you're dealing with somebody who's negative, they drain your energy. So if you're around somebody who's always negative, it's like, oh my God, this is they're such a drain.
It
Uh
mentally
Mentally.
exhausts you. It
Hmm.
literally does. And it's like you feel like when they walk away, they took every bit and ounce of energy you had with them,
Hmm.
and you're left just like weak and tired.
That's right. They complain excessively. They always see the worst in things. They never take responsibility. They don't want to change. Like, in other words, if you try to encourage them to do different and change, they won't. They have a lack of self awareness. They don't even realize they're negative, and they go around spreading negativity. It's like everything they do, they just want you to think. They try to put negative thoughts in your mind, negative feelings
Yep.
in your heart. They try to, like you said, worry you. They try to say things and do things that pulls you down, because the truth is misery loves company. So somebody negative,
Exactly.
they want to make you
Exactly.
negative.
And
Yep.
that is so true because when somebody and I'm the opposite. If I'm miserable, I don't I don't bring anybody down with me whatsoever.
Right.
Now, can people tell something's wrong with me? You've seen it. Tammy's seen it. Heather's seen it. Y'all know when something's wrong with me, and I'll
Hmm.
either want to talk about it or I won't, but it's
Hmm.
never talking about it with y'all, bringing y'all down. It's me
Hmm.
telling y'all what's going on, and then y'all help me, and vice
Right.
versa.
Right.
I can tell when something's bothering you, Tammy and Heather,
Right.
and y'all know I'm here to talk to y'all about it. If you're not in the mood, I'm not gonna push you. But
Right.
then again, when y'all are down and out, y'all don't push negativity. You know that you can do it in such a different way to where you're not affecting people
Hmm.
and pushing your negativity and you being miserable on somebody else because it's not your fault that that person's that way. It's not my fault they're feeling that way. Will I try and help you? Yes, but
Hmm.
don't try and bring me down with you because it's not going to work.
Right. Now, when you're on social media, by us being social media influencers, by us being on social media, period, we have to deal with a lot of negativity from time to time, criticism, negativity, just plain ugly people. What would you say would be your number one way to deal with people like that on social media? I want to go for social media first.
I would say I would say for social media, I'm trying to think of the way to describe it to y'all because for me, sorry, my little dog want to start barking, said to house me on the podcast. But I I don't really get negativity on my TikTok like a lot of people do, or some people do. I see it more than I've gotten it, and I try and help certain people that are friends of mine to get all this negativity. And I feel like the way to handle it is to brush it off
Mm-hmm.
because when you're on social media, you're putting your entire life out there. I mean, you're choosing what you want to put out there, but
Right.
by you doing that, you got to mentally understand you're going to have people coming at you. You
Right.
could buy a new car and post a video about it, and you're so excited, and then you're going to have somebody put negativity on it, be like, oh, you're just showing off, or you're just bragging. Lord
Right.
forbid you have a happy moment
Right.
and want to share it with people. You're gonna have that one person.
Yeah.
I've got a few friends that are on TikTok that always want to try these diets and stuff, or they announce on their TikTok that they're gonna, try this diet and do this and that. But the minute that they don't stick with it, you've got all these people just
Right.
attacking you.
Right.
And for me, the way I say deal with it is either got to have tough skin and not let the comments get to you, or pick and choose what you air. They
Yeah.
can only see what you allow them to.
Right.
So for me, it's if you can't handle negativity, then be very cautious and aware of what you put out there on social media because once it's out there and you
Yeah.
never can get that back.
Yeah.
Never, never.
Yeah. And I
What do
would
you
say
say?
I just like you, I ignore it and I delete it. I will tell you that I've noticed negativity breeds negativity. So, in
It
other words,
does.
if somebody leaves a negative comment and you don't delete it, you're going to get three more.
But
And
you don't
so,
get a lot of negativity either, though, because you just don't. You know,
mm-mm.
like I feel like if, and not trying to interrupt you, but I want people to know like how you know how you are because, for example, you look at me and Bridget when y'all watch her videos. She's badass mama. She's on there. She's gonna tell you like it is. She's gonna not sugarcoat shit.
Yeah,
And not speaking for her, but I just want y'all to see through my eyes when I'm on TikTok what I see of
yeah,
her. And it's
yeah,
like, dang, she's a tough cookie. I like
yeah,
her. She don't take no shit. So
yeah,
therefore she's not gonna get shit. Do you see
right.
what I'm saying? Like, and I don't, I'm curious to see what Bridget says, how she sees me through, her eyes, but it's really your personality and stuff. And she puts it out there. She don't give two shits, and she gets 110% support from me, her followers, and everybody.
Right. Now, I do get some negative comments from time to time, but I delete them so fast and I ignore them that it never breeds more negativity.
Yeah, I've had to delete a few.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you, there's only been a couple times I've clapped back at people, but most of the time I really just ignore it. I just ignore it because I realize that in order for you to be throwing a negative comment at me, your life is miserable. You're miserable because you
Yes.
cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. That has been a motto of mine forever. It's not my motto. I don't know who started it, but I read it years ago that you can't lead a positive life with a negative mind. So whoever's throwing that negativity out, I feel more sorry for them than they need to feel sorry for me because they're living a miserable life and they're trying to pull me down with them. Now the one kind of negativity that you really got to watch out for is the one that's sandwiched between compliments. You know what I'm saying? Have
Uh,
you ever seen somebody do that? And and it's like you're thinking, wait, is that a compliment or is that, they'll be like, you look so pretty today. Now
but
your
you
hair
do something
looks
about,
different. Yeah,
yeah.
your hair looks different, but it looks good, and it's
Uh
like you're
huh.
thinking, wait the fuck a minute, hold on, is you saying I look good or not, but people will give you what they call a compliment sandwich, or like they'll give you a compliment and then throw in something negative and then give you a compliment at the end, and then you're like, and I really hate that because those are the ones that are actually trying to pull you down, but they're trying to do it in a way that's sneaky. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I
Mm-hmm.
have. I have seen comments like that, and it it's just crazy how people will just attack you for no reason. Like when you get on TikTok, if you don't like this person and they're bothering you, scroll, unfollow, block.
Block.
But you're making
Mm-hmm.
it your life mission to get on there and tear this person apart because I don't clap back. I just I don't, and I see a lot of creators who will take that one comment, throw it up there, and they'll say something about it. And I don't care that they do. That's what they choose to do. But
Right.
I'm not gonna give you your little 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minutes of fame on my channel. It's just gonna be, that spray stuff goo be gone. That's what's gonna happen with you.
Right. Right.
Comment be gone, and I'm done with it. I'm not gonna think twice about it. I'm not gonna, mope and wallow in self pity and all that. It's you're deleted, and I'm moving on, honey.
Right. And that's honestly the best way to deal with it because I
It
have
really is.
noticed on social media that if in other words, if you do go in there and clap back, then it's like more coming, and then you're having to clap back over and over and over and over, and you're
Over and over.
constantly, next thing you know, you're sitting there on your channel and it's nothing but defense videos because you're trying to defend yourself,
Yes,
you know
yes.
so it's better just to delete it and move on because then it, like I said, everybody's like, because what do they tell you in school? Think back to when you was in school. If the guy was making fun of you or whatever and you give it attention, they're just going to do it more.
More
They're
and
just going to,
more.
because they're getting the attention they want. And I'm like you, I'm not going to give people that attention.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most recent negative comments I got was, and like you said, it was one of them snide ones, but I had put something about getting a massage. The last week when I got a massage, this woman comes and she says, a massage. She said, wait, you go on vacation all the time and massages too, and you don't even work? I want your life.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was going to
Who
clap
said
back
you
at it.
didn't work?
Because I don't go on social media announcing that I work. Everybody assumes that I just sit on my ass at home. I work my ass off. I work 365 days a year. I work on
Yes, you
Christmas. I
do.
work on New Year's. I work on Thanksgiving. I work every day. But I thought, you know what I thought to myself? I thought I was going to go on there and I was going to say, bitch, who you saying don't work? I work my ass off, but I didn't. I just let it go. I thought, I ain't even going to, I know I work. You don't need to know I work. I don't care
Yeah,
what you
you ain't
think.
got to prove nothing to nobody.
That's right. So,
And I
yeah.
would say, like, the most comments that I do see is now that we've started the TikTok shop. You've got people saying, "Oh, I miss your content. I wish you'd quit doing commercials," or, "Oh, I used to see your videos and now you turned into a QVC." But for me, I'm just like, "Shit, well, this is me. This is, nobody's gonna mess with my paycheck." But again, you know, I have a job. You've got a job.
But you know,
We
I
pay
ask
our
these
bills.
people, are you mad at Matthew McConaughey for advertising a Lincoln? Or do you think he's so handsome driving it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the
Or,
same
or
thing.
yeah, or do you get mad at Michael Jordan because he's selling Jordan Nikes?
And you
You know what
didn't
I'm
come
saying?
up with the idea?
Yeah, they people know they run and buy them. What I'm trying to say is, this is how we support our family. This is our little small contribution, to make a little money. I'm like you. You ain't gonna mess with my money. I'm not even worried about you. So
Hmm.
we talk about how to deal with social media negativity. We just ignore it. That's the best thing to do. How do you deal with negativity when it's close to home? Let's say it's a family or a friend. How are you handling that?
So for me, when it's close to home, honestly, I confront the person about it. And I'll tell them, look, you are so negative. You're always sad. You're always nitpicking on this person and picking on this person and trying to bring them down. Look at your life. You're
Mm-hmm.
miserable until you change your life. You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be positive. So for
Yeah.
me, talking to them about it is the best way. But if I don't know you and I'm not really that close to you, and for example, like if you're a coworker that I'm not that close to, you can just be negative Nelly all by yourself. You don't feed me, clothe me, F me, you don't come home with me at the end of the
Right.
day.
Right.
But that's how I handle it. I'll try and help a family member. And then if they want to continue to be negative, literally I'm like, well, just don't bring that around me. I love
Yeah.
you. You can come around me, but if you're gonna be negative, just keep that shit
Yeah.
at home until you're feeling better.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's exactly what I would say. If somebody's being really negative, like sometimes my daughter, see, now y'all don't think this, but my husband, he's always been a very negative person. Um, he's gotten better with it over the years because of me, but he's always been a very negative person. My daughter falls into that sometimes too, and I have to correct her, and she'll jump back to the positive side. But most of the time, like you said, if it's a family or friend, I say something to them. Don't be so negative. Don't look at the
Right.
the dark side of things all the time. I'm like you, but now if it's somebody I don't know very well, or it's somebody who I've repeatedly told and they don't do it, then my next step is just to avoid you. I just stay away from it. Or when you get
Right.
in that negative mood, I just separate myself. I'm just like, well, I got to
Hmm.
go now. If we're on the phone, yeah, I got to go. Okay, I'll make up some excuse,
Bye,
but
Barbara.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't deal with it. I don't. I don't deal with it.
Because there's too much shit to worry about in this world, from people getting in car wrecks, people, being homeless, diseases. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's just so much worse stuff in this world than to worry about somebody being negative Nancy and trying to bring you down. Be happy that you're here another day on this world. You
Yeah.
got people like me and you who I've lost both my mom and dad, and you pretty much lost your mom, but you've lost your dad. And be thankful you're here another day.
Yep.
That you are still alive on this earth to live
Yep.
another day.
Yep. Because you could wake up and it could be a whole different story. Now,
Yep.
How do you deal with the negativity at work? This is people you have to work with. So how
Well,
are you going to deal with that?
for me, I will have to say, in the 10 years where I've been working at, it has pretty much been pleasant. I really only have one negative employee, and she was there for like 2 years. I think we talked about her on a recent podcast and got rid of her. But I don't. The only thing that I have that with at work are occasional customers that come in. Oh my God, this toy is $25. I can go to Amazon and get it for 10. Well, bitch, get out my store and go order it from Amazon for $10.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, because people don't understand that we're not a big chain. We are, my boss don't really like calling us this, but we kind of are like a mom and pop shop. We
Right.
do have 13 stores, but we're not like Adam and Eve, who was a big chain brand, and
Hmm.
what I don't really know what the big chain brand stores are like ours. I just know about Adam and Eve, but when people say that, I never fight them on it. I
Right.
never sit there and say, well, if you can get it for that price, baby, I can't beat it. And it's like they want to keep going and going,
Right.
well, why y'all so high? Why y'all so? And I'm like, baby, look, this is our prices. If you can find it cheaper, I recommend you go buy it somewhere else, because you're not going to get it that cheap here. And then they finally stop. But I kind of killed him with kindness, and I don't
Hmm.
let them get to me, because I've never really
Yeah.
went off on a customer for talking like that, because my mom and daddy have always taught me you kill them with kindness, and it
Yeah.
works every single time. Every time.
And I want to tell you something. I've got one, two, three, four, five, about six things on how to deal with people with negativity wrote down, and that is one of the ones. Kill them with kindness.
Kill them with
Be
kindness every
because
time.
right, because a lot of times if you're kind to people, it's hard for them to keep being ugly to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So.
it's also too, like, when I used to work in the doctor's office, and
Mhm.
you get, the elderly people coming in, and they're in a bad mood, and they're grumpy with you, and they're just being just mean and negative. Kill them
Mhm.
with kindness, because it sucks, because they shouldn't be being like that with you, but you don't know what's happened in their day. And sometimes a negative person can come upon you, and you kill
Mhm.
them with kindness, and it just turns their day around. And all they need to see is a friendly smile, and they're like totally different. They turn their
Right.
frown upside down.
Yep. And then, that's funny because wrote down number one, don't take it personally. You don't know what they're going through, or maybe they've just lost their dog or went through
Yeah.
a breakup and they're just being
Hmm.
negative for that day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what somebody's been through. So don't necessarily give in to it or judge them for it. Just kind of brush it off, like you said, and just, kill them with kindness and give them a good day. Um, don't give in out of reaction. Like you said,
Oh, that's a good one.
when somebody gives you that negative comment, you know what I'm saying, or they treat you negatively on social media or at work or at home, first thing you might want to do is, like you said, clap back, just
Yep.
go back at them. But the minute you do that, you're giving into that negativity. You are letting it suck you in, and it's best not to do that.
A
Um,
good way to think of that, when that happens, that song by Jay-Z, you gotta brush that dirt off your shoulder. That's how you gotta look at it when you get
yeah,
negativity. Brush that
that's
shit
right.
off.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then what other ones? Be peaceful and smile. Kill them with kindness. You just said that. And remember, you are not your emotions. Okay. So your emotions might fly mad, but it doesn't mean you need to. You might be hurt, but it doesn't mean you need to be hurt. It just means that that's how you feel at the moment, but that's not who you are, and you don't need to give in to that.
Right. That's
And
good. I
then
like that.
the other one is choose to smile. Don't let negativity win and pull you down. So
Hmm.
even though you've got negativity around you, continue to choose that positive path, you know, because this is what I do know. Emotions are contagious. So if I present negativity, then you can present negativity. But if I present positivity, it might take your negativity and make it positive because it's contagious.
It's true, because I can hear you laughing and not know what you're laughing about, and then I'm gonna start laughing,
Yep.
and we're gonna laugh hysterically, and then you're gonna tell me what it is, Like that is so true, and people really, really should live by that. That
Yep.
is that's like the best way to put it, Bridget. That's the best way.
Yep. But I think so too. But y'all, that just lets y'all see how we deal with negativity on a day to day basis, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, whether it be with friends, whether it be online. And the number one thing is, I think the message is don't give in to it. Don't clap
Mm.
back. Don't give it attention, because the more attention you give it, the more you're feeding it, the more it's going to happen.
Yes,
Because I'm like you, I
manifest positivity.
manifest
Manifest it, and you
positive.
will get it.
That's right.
Manifest
Most
it.
definitely. Most definitely. But on that note, if you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else.
No, just y'all don't forget. I know we say it every podcast, but y'all, we really need your help with this. We are starting on 3 series that we're trying to, get going and incorporate into the podcast. Is Ask Bridget and Holly, Confessions, and Settle the Argument. We've got, a few people who have reached out to us, but we're trying to get enough so we can make a show. Email us at bridgetandholly@gmail.com.
Yep.
You will remain anonymous. We won't tell your name, but y'all try and help us with that, and let's get that going, because I think that those are 3 series that y'all will beg us to do.
Yep.
So on that note, that's pretty much all I got to say. And keep positive,
Keep
keep the
positive,
negativity
y'all.
out, and
That's
keep the
it.
positivity in.
That's right. Anyhow, y'all know, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Look for us on anywhere you listen to your podcast station. If you have any questions, email us at bridgetholly@gmail.com. And y'all stay positive. Stay positive. Keep smiling. Don't let negativity get you down.
And be kind.
And be kind. And on that note, we'll catch you next time, y'all. Bye.